Hi Gemini, this is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. The World, all right. 5 of Cups, let's put this over here. 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords, let's see, 7 of Wands. I like that. In the context of this reading, I like that. This is about you letting go and accepting, about breaking a ceasefire and actually being decisive about moving forward, whatever that means. We shall see. 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands. All right. So, let me get the little... Move that over there. All right. So you two have broken up, or you've ended, but you're still kind of stuck on this, as is the norm. We do that. We tend to get stuck. So we got 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. There's some disappointment and sadness here. Probably been trying to move on, but you can't, or you feel like, you know, stuck. Much like this is saying. 6, 7, 8. Interesting. We got 4. Oh my gosh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 2 4s, which is basically you're not sleeping well. You got a lot on your mind. It's kind of like the 9 of Swords light. What's this 2 of Swords about? What's this 2 of Swords about for Gemini? Hope you can hear. Yeah, you can hear. Okay. Devil. I feel like I should move this up a little bit for you. The Devil. Could be Capricorn. So there's not any major arcana here except for the World card. So this could just be somebody you're kind of disappointed it didn't work out, or have the potential to get to the next level. It could be that there's enough distance between you now to where you're getting some perspective, but it's still painful and a little raw. Okay, so that's the Devil. All right. So what's this 4 of Cups? It could be that you're not bringing something up in a relationship that needs to be addressed. You're just kind of, but it looks like there's been an ending here. 4 of Cups. What's this 4 of Cups about? 7 of Swords. All right. Yep. No rest for the weary. You need to keep going. What's this 6 of Swords about? 5 of Pentacles. What's this 5 of Cups? I'm so sorry, Gemini. This is all about you feeling through it and continuing to move forward. There's this sort of, you're in this limbo period and you need to stop it. You need to stop doing the whole limbo thing where you don't do anything, you don't start an argument, you don't reach out, but you're still very heavily kind of ensconced in all things your ex. And the good thing is that it's keeping you kind of thinking about it and wanting to analyze and figure things out. The problem is it's also keeping you stuck there. So keep that power of, that discerning mind, that creative energy that you can go, well, next time I'll do this. That problem solving part that makes you want to analyze and look at everything, keep it. That's awesome. Stop doing the passive aggressive ceasefire though and start literally moving on. Start actually moving forward, which is the synthesis of the ceasefire and that analyzing everything and coming up with, all right, here's what I'd like to do different next time. Maybe not even with the same person, because it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be with this person, but in general, in a relationship in general, you'll have a little toolkit. You'll be wiser for this experience, but it's not about resurrecting this experience. It's about learning from it and moving forward. Keep the momentum moving forward, or keep the analyzing, and start literally and actually, in actuality, progressing and start disconnecting and moving forward and getting some distance from this. But you can't do it unless you feel through it. This sort of in limbo ceasefire is not going to get it done. You need to power through and stick to the analyzing and let it yield the results so that the next time you get in a relationship, you'll be better for it. You'll have more wherewithal, or you'll just understand yourself a little better. Yeah, basically the understanding yourself is key here, because it looks like that's what you're really trying to do. You're grieving and you're trying to make sense of this, but a lot of times people find comfort in that because there's still connection to the person. So you continue to kind of recycle the grief and keep looking at it in different ways, and that just keeps you stuck after a while. It's very purposeful and useful in the beginning, but as time goes on and there's more and more distance, you can stay stuck there, and that's not always pleasant or healthy. So what's this? 7 of Wands. Yeah, I like that. It's a 7 of Wands. That's right. Right. Yay. I like it. So that not staying stuck, actually using that analyzing and going, okay, well, I guess this is what I can glean from this. I can start to move on and progress. That is all about the turning point that you're going to reach, and be able to synthesize what you learned, apply it in the future to future relationships, because you know yourself better, not because you can psychoanalyze a person and kind of do this sort of dance or kind of outsmart them or whatnot. No, it's not Survivor Island, you know. This is all about you knowing yourself better and coming out the stronger for it, and being much more discerning and willing to leave when it starts to not be what is good for you. This is about making those cutthroat decisions. I hate to say cutthroat, making those critical decisions and not looking back, because your self-respect or your mental health or your emotional safety is at stake. This is about deciding and doing what's best for you with conviction and sticking to it, instead of negotiating it and trying to analyze it from all sides because you don't want to be this way or you don't want to let go because they have some good qualities and they're not that bad, just when this and that. No. You come first. You have to. You're no good to anybody when you're coming in third and exhausted and angry. You have to put yourself first. It's this 8 of Cups. I'm sorry, this is not fun for you. It's this 8 of Cups. The Tower. That's what I'm talking about. New perspective. New perspective. This is 4 of Wands. That's the only thing that's making me go, yeah. Okay, sorry, not yeah, like yay, but honestly, I feel like the lesson here is for you to stop with the kind of hope and the overanalyzing that's keeping you tethered to this. Stop that, but keep the discerning part, and kind of keep the analytical part where you can sit there and go, okay, yeah, next time I want to do this for myself, or next time it'd probably be best if I checked out at this point, or I saw it for what it was, or whatnot. Keep that part, that analytical mind you have, keep that and apply it and use it, and start actually progressing and moving forward. There's a turning point coming when you do that, but only if you do that. The wisdom comes after you actually put it in practice and take what you can and start to detach and leave. That's when the epiphanies happen, because you're standing on your own 2 feet. You're not tethered to a memory that won't work, or a situation that's no longer working. So you got a turning point coming, and you're going to be stronger for this experience, and it's going to give you the backbone to be able to make those critical decisions and stick to them the next time something like this were to happen, to where you just feel like you can't leave, or you're stuck, or that sort of thing. And I'm not talking about any physical safety issues. This is just a relationship that isn't working, but you're staying because ... All right, new perspective. Good. I like it, as long as you can learn from it, right? It's not fun right now, though, and for that, I'm sorry. But you're going to find a new sense of independence and be stronger for this. It's just, it's only going to happen after you start to pull away and actually start moving forward. Moving on, that's debatable, right? But moving forward, which is you actually making a conscious choice to start to disconnect. After you've done the thinking and the analyzing, you actively start to disconnect. You start doing things differently. You start walking a different trail if you exercise, or you start doing your routines differently, just to jar you out of starting anew without doing everything you did, except for this person's no longer there. You need behavioral accompaniment with this change of thinking. You need behavioral change also. It helps. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Because we got the world twice here. The world. Ending. Gemini. Faith. Renewed and restored faith in yourself. It's a learning curve. So you're learning a few things here. It's not been easy. This will be a new approach. Give yourself time, but this is about building trust within yourself and getting yourself out of something when it's bad. It's easy to stay when things are good. You can say, yeah, I could leave right now. Yeah, because there's no trauma. But you wouldn't want to leave because things are good. The trust kicks in and that conviction kicks in and that warrior spirit and like, oh no, I am not settling, all bets are off, kicks in when you stick to your guns. It's like, you know what, I promised myself I wasn't going to let anybody treat me this way, or if I felt this way, I was going to walk. You have to follow through with that. You have to follow through because that's how you build faith in yourself. That's how you learn to trust yourself. It's experiential. You're walking out the door shaking or you're driving home crying, but by God, you're standing on that principle and you're stronger for it. And everybody learned a lesson that day. Trust me. That won't happen again. All right. What else for Gemini? You know, and just as an aside, that's the type of thing, like if you having that conviction and sticking to it and you walk out the door or you don't answer or you put the whatever down and you go for a walk, whatever you have to do, you sit on your hands, whatever you have to do to make sure that you follow through with what you promised yourself, keeping your promise to yourself, that builds trust and faith. And it's not easy. And it's not that you can't prevent somebody from ever treating you like that, but I promise you, you're going to look back on that situation with pride and just be like, yeah, I remember that. And that'll be the start of something. You're ever so slightly, your decisions are going to start changing because you have this newfound confidence. So just believe. This is baby steps. It's safe passage over time. Baby steps. I know we got the tower here, but this is more about like a mental turning point than it is like you just kicking down a door and taking names and no, none of that. Just this is about small changes over time leading to a big, huge revelation and a newfound commitment in promising yourself and in trusting yourself, Gemini. I'm trying to do this under 15 minutes. Oh, yay. Pig spirit. Yay. Use your mind wisely. That's what this is right here. All this right here, this is you trying to figure out a way to move on, but then once you start detaching, it's almost like you missing them. It's almost like they become a habit now. And so there's this you keep machinating, or it could be that you keep going over things because it's some kind of connection. Just saying. So use your mind wisely. Keep that part because you're very discerning, able to synthesize information. It's the application of it, the moving on with that information that's tricky because it's like a final goodbye. It's like, well, I've learned all I needed to learn, so I'm going to start leaving now. I'm really going to start leaving now. And that's when it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that yet. So, but yes, you can, and you will. All right. What else for Gemini? Gemini. Whoopsie. Okay. All right. So that is the 9 of Swords reversed. Yay. And the 8 of Swords reversed. No, 7 of Swords reversed. Yay. 9 of Swords reversed is all about you not being, it's about you being able to set down that which has occupied a lot of mental energy for you. And the 7 of Swords reversed, that's being open to change. Not feeling guilty anymore, breaking out of a stressful mental situation, being set free, kind of being liberated from the anxiety, the thinking, the overthinking, the strategizing. None of that pressure anymore. You're out of a situation because you took yourself out of it, because you disconnected and you started moving yourself forward. You've learned all you can. Now it's time to go. And you're better for it. So there you go. All right. Gemini, I hope this was helpful. I tried to keep it under 15 minutes. Not too shabby. I hope to see you in the next reading.